regarding dual nationals, E2 processing and
Mhm.
USCIS, have you seen that it is applied? The administrative pause for banned countries, regardless of the passport used at entry, is not from that banned country?
Yeah, so this goes back to the example I gave with the Iranian dual national British Iranian client. So um, your nationality, as far as U.S. immigration is considered, is the passport you utilize to enter the United States. So whatever nationality you're admitted into the United States, that's a nationality that controls your qualifications for E2 treaty status. So as long as you enter the United States with a treaty qualified passport, you can apply for change of status E2 and apply for E2 status extension. And it's never been a problem historically. It doesn't matter if you're born in another country. But nowadays, with this 39 partial and full travel ban countries, um, it's in the RFE example that I mentioned with the Iranian dual national, the adjudicating officer actually acknowledged. So, adjudicating officer actually quoted the presidential proclamation from 2025 banning the travel of certain nationalities, quoted that as justification for accusing my client of having significant adverse factor because he was born in a country that sponsored terrorism, but acknowledging that proclamation does not apply to individuals already in the United States. Changing status only applies to folks outside the United States. And in fact, proclamation exempts dual national, meaning that if you are applying with a non-restricted nationality, you're not subject to the proclamation, the travel ban. So the RFE acknowledges that, but it nevertheless say we have discretionary power and we're going to use that here, and we're still going to use your birth country as a significant adverse factor in our discretionary decision. And so we now, as immigration attorneys, now we have to take dual nationality much more seriously and really analyze it. So recently, I had another case where the client is a European passport holder, um, and but because his dad was a diplomat in Libya 50 years ago, he was born in Libya, but left Libya when he was a little baby. Never had Libyan citizenship, never really had residency, never went back. And when he applied for E2 visa, everything was great. Officer was satisfied. Officer said, however, you were born in Libya. And of course, he clarified, look, my dad was a diplomat. That's the reason I was born there. I have no connection to it. I left when I was in diapers and never been back. Officer said, we're going to have to do security background check on you. You're going to be under administrative processing, 221G temporary denial, refusal. So I had to call my client down. Don't worry. Let them do their thing. They're not going to find anything. So they just got to go through their paces because there's a directive by the State Department headquarters that they impose security background check on these dual nationals, especially ones that have any connection to those banned countries. So yeah, we have to be very cognizant of the impact of dual nationality and all the things I mentioned earlier about their ties to that country. They're going to analyze that now.